Why have I done this? Why have I done this to myself? Why did I leave us with this to deal with? To 41,000 in a peasant revolt against your good friend Elrang. What on earth possessed me to leave us in this situation? Lots of people leaving a lot of battle-related advice. Somebody says, why aren't you looking this up? The simple answer is, I do not learn from reading. I learn from doing. And I know for a fact, I can read through the whole wiki. I can say, yep, I understand all of that. And the second I hit the record button, I will not be able to recall any of that. So it's irrelevant. I need to learn from doing. And besides, I don't think we're doing too badly, right? I mean, look at the size of Sirod. So... today, we're going to tidy up this stuff, and then we're going to make sure that our affairs are in order. We're going to make sure that the relationships are fine, the court's fine, make sure that everybody's happy. Someone pointed out that, obviously we had that pop-up about somebody potentially trying to murder us. Somebody pointed out that we should be trying to do some stuff about that. They said that our court physician apparently hates us currently. Maybe we should do that before we unpause in hindsight. Good catch. They are indeed somebody who potentially hates us. Let's just go through and bribe all of our... Oh, actually, there aren't many people who dislike us, is there? Is there like a shortcut to? Oh, it's the enter button. Well, that's good. There you go. Amazing. Let's set up some court positions, too. Almost said court positions, which we've already dealt with. Hold on. Let's just get all this sorted before we dive back into war. It's been very war-heavy the past couple of episodes. I want to take a little time to check the family, see how the dynasty's doing, to check on Elrang's rivals, do stuff like this, go through the court, make sure everything's in order. Let's sort by opinion of Elrang. And make sure that... Oh, God, we are very much hated, aren't we? Let's rapidly fire through this and give everybody a whole bunch of gifts. Can I not just get these people out of my... Why am I paying them? Leave my court. Dismiss. Go. Get out of here. You. Dismiss. Oh, I can't dismiss you for whatever reason. You. Get out of my court. We don't need people in the court who's potentially going to murder Elrang. That seems like a poor plan. If I can't get rid of them, I'll just bribe them. That seems good. Right, there you go. Everybody has a decent opinion of us now, right? Yes. Everybody has almost 100 opinion. There's only a couple of people that don't. And even then, they seem pretty happy with us. What about you? Can I make you like me a little bit more? We could use some magic. And actually, on the subject of magic, people have pointed out that there are some spells that I am sleeping on a little bit. First things first, let's blast you with a charm spell. Just to try and diffuse any murder plots. Now that we are a lich, the things that we do have to be the most concerned about are... Well, I mean, our direct plots against us, right? Because nothing else can bloody... Oh, well, we haven't got to worry about old age. I don't think we have to worry about disease. So, leading troops, which admittedly we've been doing pretty much exclusively, is very dangerous. Probably one of the few things that can kill our rank. The other thing is, of course, internal plots. Right, and let's just make sure here. You are disrupting schemes. Very good. Okay, so everything seems fine. Additionally, though, we have invisibility active. Right, so somebody said that one of the plots I should have a look at here, because we are... so, for example, this guy, right? Baron Macius, perfect example. Somebody said that in the Illusion spellbook, there's a lot of spells, and it's kind of hard to keep up with everything, right? But in the Illusion spellbook, there is something called Creeping Shadows. That's considered hostile, fine. And that will apparently lower... Hostile scheme resistance minus 20. Ooh, for only 60 magicka. Wow. That is pretty good. A lot of people also saying, don't forget you should be casting, especially now that you're leading armies, spells that will benefit your troops actively, like also using aggressive spells against your enemies as well. So there's a lot to do here, a lot to try and figure out. Did that even work? Creeping Shadows. Hostile scheme resistance minus 20. Didn't actually change, though. Oh, well, we'll see what happens. Let's convince some people to join us. Specifically, Spymaster wants him dead, so that works out pretty well. This guy as well. Oh, this dick that stole my artifact. Let's get you blasted with some illusion magic, too. There we are. Makes me feel a little bit better. I don't think it's done much, but it makes me feel a little bit better. Oh! How did that happen? How did that happen? We didn't unpause, and now we've won a war. Shit, did I unpause for like a day and that's all it took? Oh, well, that's good. Yes, amazing. Enforced demand. So the big advice that I got from Elizabeth in the comments yesterday, apparently we should not be raising our... Oh, no, let me... I'm paraphrasing here. So if this is incorrect information, blame me, not any commenters. We should be raising our man-at-arms rather than all of our levies, because the big problem we've got is supply, right? So instead of, especially now given that we're fighting Peasant Revolt after Peasant Revolt, look, they're clearly the lowest quality here. Instead of raising a bunch of levies and letting them starve and starve out some of our much better troops, why not have all of our man-at-arms raised and led by L-Rang and use that as kind of an elite hit squad? And I like that idea a lot more. So we'll just take these generic troops, the levies. We'll take the crappy levies, and we'll have those, accosted. Ah, the woods could be such a dangerous place. Kill him. Kill him now. Ah, yes. Baron Macius is left this world, sent off by a bandit's blade. Baron Macius, I don't remember who you were, but I've killed you nonetheless. Barony of Ontus. That's right. I remember. He had Ontus. He was the previous king of Anvil. By killing him, we can now declare war and take Ontus. Yes, it's all coming back to me. Right. Very good. Let's see how this goes then. We're waiting for it's going to take 3 months for our men-at-arms to gather. It's because we're already at war, right? There's a delay on that. What have we got then? Hit and run. Retreat losses minus 25%. Envelopment. Man-at-arms counter efficiency up 25. I think I'll take that. Somebody said, oh, hang on. Somebody said, I think it was in the gallantry. Yeah, there you go. Not the gallantry, as in like the gallant tree. That chivalric dominance is 75% knight effectiveness. Somebody said that's really, really good. So we're going to take that one. And then eventually, when L-Rang's troops are here... What is that doing? Oh! Because we've got an allies army there. I was like, is L-Rang stood by himself and then his troops are off elsewhere? Did he get like, the wrong street in the Imperial City? Sorry, White Gold Tower. Temple of the Ancestors. Whatever you want to call it. Anything but the Imperial City. Right. I guess we'll just go ahead and pick these off. And then when we've done that, look, it closes up all the enemy troops from up here near Sirod. Then we can send everybody down to Anvil. And that's where the majority of them are stashed away. So we'll do that. There you go. So L-Rang's armies are now fully ready. Fully ready to move out. And this could be another... again, I almost want to just say, look, all of this is great, right? I just want to take the first level of Plunderer, so that L-Rang can go off and get treasure. I'm kind of holding off, because I think it's such cool character development that after there are no more realms to conquer, after we've unified Sirod, after we've landed our dynasty with, 9 different independent kingdoms, whatever, then we have the adventures of Captain Pirate L-Rang. Soon he'll be at my mercy. A doubt. X to doubt. That's 31% chance. We did not get him. Try again. Keep going. Because if we cancel, then we've tried to murder him and failed, right? So if we cancel, we're going to be here for the rest of the time. Well, like 8 years or whatever the bloody cooldown is. Waiting to be able to get him again. Now, I don't know how quality truly affects armies. Obviously, that's far more complicated than that. Advantage, terrain, river crossings, army composition, counters, etc., etc. The leading commander's traits, blah, 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 blah. But I'm sure that you can... there's got to be some sort of, like, way to get into your head that, like... I don't know, a totally 5 quality on maximum quality army can take on 5 times the troops who are like quality level 1 or something like that. There's got to be some like rough calculation that you can keep in mind. You've become obese. How terrible. The existence of my plot to abduct a Lenderman Hamvir II have been discovered. He is a landed character, so we could always just take his title and then hope that in the siege we capture him or something like that. You're no longer obese. Amazing. Yes. What? Please, for the love of God. So many pop-ups when I'm just trying to go to war. Now, the big elephant in the room, besides my very expensive mammoths. Here we go. This will be a good test. Oh, shit. Wow. Local ruler learns man-at-arms are actually quite good, aren't they? Interesting. Now, to address the elephant in the room, outside of the mammoths, is I did say that I was going to take Anvil, and then I was going to use the capital of Anvil as a new holy site by not giving it away to anybody. However, you see where I'm going with this? I've given it away to somebody because I was so concerned about tidy borders. Because who doesn't love tidy borders, right? Let me just remind you. Boom, look at this. It's perfection. Except for all this crap, which actually I should give away now because we're still over our domain limit. But, I mean, I was so obsessed about tidy borders that I accidentally, perhaps, maybe, forgot to consecrate the holy site. Let's give it to people with high learning. This is all the same Dutch, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's all part of the Duchy of Ontus. Yes, it is. I just thought I'd better double check. What's going on here, then? This one is the Duchy of... Green Lake, which was under the control of Amber, which we now totally control. Which I'm going to give to this lovely lady here. Decent learning. Not very decent learning, but... Oh, what's that? Follower of Sirabane. You know what? She's got her heart's in the right place, even though she's shit. Not that we should be rewarding that. And then what about this one? This one was part of Wendir. You're in Wendir Staffs. Not quite right. Here, take this. Grand title, and that's to that. Sorry, I accidentally tapped out of the window then. I play it in windowed mode, because I've got a big monitor. So I feel like it would look very bizarre. This is 1080p. I play in a 1080p window, but it's very small in the middle of my screen. So, Exoticized Grand Hall, Mystic Community, go on a pilgrimage. Hold on, going on a pilgrimage, it was the thing that upgraded our Mystic trait last time. 300 gold. We're going to go to our own garden at the Temple of the Ancestors in the hopes of getting the level 3 Mystic trait perk. What I'm going to have to do then, you can see what's going on here. We've got a hook on her, right? So I'm just going to say revoke title. This one. Use the hook. Subjects will lose 20 opinion of us. Counterpoint, the subjects will gain far more than 20 opinion of us when we turn this into a holy site. Now, this isn't just going to be a simple take it, move the capital over, consecrate a holy site, move back, because to consecrate the capital, as we found out the hard way, is culture, the same culture and religion as what we're trying to consecrate as. So, I don't want to revoke all of this stuff. You can keep a lot of this shit, right? I just want to revoke, like, the duchy title and I just want to revoke, actually, specifically your capital. But I don't think I'm allowed to do that, am I? If we do that... So we lose the city of... okay, so I just want to take that. And she can keep the rest of it. That's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. And I promise I'll give you this back. As soon as we've dealt with this, and as soon as we've, converted this over. It's going to take like 30 years. As soon as we've converted all this over, it should be fine. We're going to have to break that. I'm sorry. 12 years. 15 years in Anvil. That's fine. And for the first time in a very long time as well, we're going to have to stop promoting... Oh, sorry, developing... Oh, no, I changed it to collect taxes. That's right, because we were a hideous amount of debt. How could I forget? We have, however, increased development, though, which is kind of cool. Even without her actively increasing development. So we want you to promote culture in... Nen Mallory, which is AYLEID for Anvil. There you go. That seems pretty... What's that? Anvil Marches. Oh, cool. Yeah, I bet you're going to remember that from the previous version of Elder Kings in CK2. There we are. Okay, so that's actually not going to take as long as I expected. Then what was that, like 15 years? 8 years for the culture, then 15 years, yeah, for the religion. Then we can consecrate it as a site. Now, bear in mind how we do that is we flip Anvil to our capital. This will work, but just to demonstrate, there's no downside to it. We flip that to there. We can move the capital here. And then we should get the option to... let's do that. Then we should get the option in here now to consecrate holy site. There you go, in capital. So all we need is the realm capital, share of faith and heritage. Then we're done. Then with that, and bear in mind we're doing all of this because then we can create the head of title faith. We need 2 holy sites. Then we need the the piety, which is easy. So let's flip back because you should be able to do this on a limited amount of times because they're the same tier. Right? There you go. And then we can do the same thing again. This is Nord music. Ugh, disgusting. Right, Silmasil can marry. Oh. Okay, I mean, obviously we've got to go matrilineal. I'm looking for somebody with potentially some good inheritable traits because the dynasty has started to flounder a little bit. Can I sort by traits inheritable? Here we go. I'm looking for somebody with a big brain. We've got Suturil. Could be a suitable suitor. Suturil. Untermere. Very nice. I do like Etheric. That's a lot of fun, but I feel like we've got to focus on the big brain time. This is human. Never going to happen. All right, you know what? Suturil. It's fine. There. Get married. Inheritable traits. We've got a higher chance, there you go, of... As both have it, it will get inherited, right? And then it might intensify result in genius. Yeah, very good. Done. Easy. So we got a lot of stuff to focus on now. First things first then, let's have a look at our relationships tab and take a look at our rivals. So this guy... Can I not do anything against you? I can't take any actions at all. Can't abduct him. We can't murder him. Not for a few more years. I'm going to send him a gift because, again, we know there's an assassin out there plotting to kill him. So if I send some money... It's not only a bit of a flex on our rival, but it also might diffuse the situation. I can fabricate a hook, right? No, we can't even fabricate a hook. I was going to say fabricate a hook, bring him to court, kill him that way. Shit. Was it? Hang on, it was the original Elder Kings mod that had the polymorph chicken spell, right? That was great. Using that on some of the important characters, like Harkon or whatever. That was a great time. I missed that. Used to use it far too liberally. How are we looking in here? Court Artificer, done. I just want to double check. All of our courtiers love us, right? We're still good on that front. I don't think we're going to get assassinated. Not at this stage. Let's kick some of these people out. Dismiss, get out. If you don't like us, why are you here? You know, why are you here, ultimately? Oops, I didn't want to swear. I want to send her money. My bad. I mean, I do want to sway her, but I want to sway her by sending her money. Here, shut up. Take some money. There you go. Get out. Oh, I'd already sent him money. God damn it. Magic. A demand conversion. That will make him like us more. That's always a good idea. I should be doing that far more frequently. I wish there was a convert everybody in your court option, but I understand that does take away some of the micromanagement of the game rather trivially. This is good. I think we're fine then. So let's take a look at our decisions. Let's keep stock of things. Like I said, it's been very war heavy, and I want to focus a little more on Elrang. Still deeply in love with his wife. That's never going to change. How are we looking in here? Only 2 daughters remaining. Wow. Is that Loreckless and then Silmarsil? Wow. No wards. I mean, we could say that. And then his other rival is Malika Elfboy. Am I going nuts? Didn't we tell her that we weren't going to be rivals anymore? I feel like I'm losing my mind a bit. Hooray! Now I have to edit Crusader Kings 3. There was a very loud noise in my house, and I went to see what it was, and it was my washing machine freaking out on the spin cycle. And my microphone was picking it up, so that was good. Anyway, what were we talking about? Right, that's it. Something to do with that lady. Yeah, no, I think we continue with the murder. But if there is an opportunity to become friends, I think we should say anybody in our dynasty gets 1 second chance. I suppose I mean, you can only give us 1 second chance to everybody, otherwise there's not a second chance, but you know what I mean. We should give them 1 additional opportunity to redeem themselves, otherwise they also get murdered. Nobody else should get that opportunity, because I made a big deal about, you know, how he's going to be compassionate towards his dynasty and things like that, and I feel like, given that they've been the majority of people who landed, that's pretty much come true, right? Out here, late at night, I look to the stars and wonder, can our ancestors even see me this far from home? What am I doing this all for? Our ancestors would wish me to, of course. Elrang is cynical. Again, he's reforming this religion and doing all of this consecration of holy sites and blah, 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 to unify his people, to empower his people, and to gain power for himself. He's not doing this because he is some dedicated, you know, religious icon who believes in the righteous fury of the Daedra. He doesn't give a shit. They just have stuff to offer him. What he wants to see is foreign lands, of course. And, of course, more importantly, to gain knowledge wherever it's available. I feel like that goes hand in hand, though, right? We've lost our Master of the Hunt. Okay. I'm finally here, body and soul, at the Great Temple in the White Gold Tower. As the Eldark offers... I love that he said far from home. That's just occurred to me. It was in his own house. As the Eldark offers me blessings, I reflect on everything that happened to our ancestors to bring me here. We gain 250 piety, and then there's also an 88% chance we absorb the lesson and gain Miracle Worker. And of course we did. It'd be very unlikely if we didn't. What did that do for us then? That was like a whole bunch of Arcana. 6 Arcana, 8% monthly income, and +4 learning. It's also virtuous. To be honest, with all these virtues we've got, just having anybody, when we eventually convert everybody over to our religion, however long that takes, that will be a very, very, very powerful boon. So, how are we looking on control, by the way? It's alright. It's manageable. It's obviously shitty, but you kind of expect that after we've just displaced a whole people, right? So I think everything's alright. I'm still a bit concerned about this murder plot, but I don't think there's really much I can... I don't think there's really much else I can do. All of our courtiers love us. Everybody in our... all of our dynasty members love us. Our court positions are filled with people who love us. Yeah. Take the horse, and you can have Master of the Hunt. I don't think there's much else I can do in that front, right? I think we're in a very good place. So, my plan. Did I talk about Pirate Elrang? I don't remember if I talked about Pirate Elrang. But one of the ideas I had was eventually we would take land raids under the Plunderer tree. Maybe when we fulfilled all of his other trees and whatnot, and we would become Pirate King Elrang as like a new chapter in his life, a midlife crisis or something to that effect. I thought that'd be kind of fun. I have absolutely no idea how long this episode's going to be now because I'm having to record it in like chunks. Brilliant. But, and the first part might not even be usable because of the audio stuff that was happening. I didn't notice until it was far too late. Prisoners can be ransomed. No, let's eat some people. So one of those prisoners, you are the son of the previous king of Anvil and Coral? Yes, he is. You are royalty. And unfortunately, my friend, you know what happens to royalty in my prison? That's right. It's time for another thrall to go with my thrall collection. All the rest of them. I mean, ransom them out? There's an argument for it. There's also a better argument for executing the bloody lot. 5,546 piety. I want to see if mass execution does give the piety. It should. There's no reason it shouldn't, of course. But let's give it a go anyway. 5,546 up to 5,821. Okay, that's good. So it's just a mass way to deal with that. We could have devoured them all. I feel like Elrang's had his fun devouring people. It's making him very ill. And for some reason, whenever he's ill, he takes off his armor. So my journey's been a long one, but I've finally come home again. While most remains the same, something has changed in how the curates and the Old Mary Bishop _plural treat me. I have undergone the journey of a holy man, and they insist it's changed something about me, whether I can see it or not. I presume it's a reference to the trait that he's just picked up then. So I don't think there's really much else to do, just to kind of keep track of the... How are the vassals feeling? The vassals absolutely love us. Lowest vassal opinion is 98. The realm love us. The vassals love us. The courtiers love us. Our only threats are external. Now I'm looking at Compatch. So it seems as if the Queen of Compatch here has taken back Skingrad as well. She could do with being assassinated and dividing the realm up again, but for the time being, they're okay. Now, what I'm a little bit concerned about is, if we take Compatch, we're taking all of that Colovian land, right? So why don't we change our... and of course, that's just going to empower the peasants that we've already got problems with. So instead, how are we looking here? Why are you leading? What the hell? Maybe when I unpause, he'll stop leading that faction. I bloody hope he would. Leave it to me. We've got a hook on him, so maybe if he keeps pissing around... Actually, yeah, look. Discontent is going around quite significantly. Okay, that's good. We haven't got to worry about any of these factions, but what I'm thinking is if we take on a whole bunch more Colovians, we're pissing them off. Whereas, we look to Bruma. And Bruma is a different culture and a different religion, and it's relatively small, and we're not going to expand it to Skyrim, so other Nordic pantheon is irrelevant. This is probably the only province that's Syro-Nordic, maybe a little bit of Falkreath, I suppose. Yeah. So this could be a great argument for next realm expansion, right? We go for Bruma. Actually, we are significantly more powerful than them. And, to be fair, I also wanted to test out our men-at-arms, or specifically just raising men-at-arms and seeing how they do. So let's, firstly, improve the mammoths. We still can't entirely upgrade them. We'll let some time tick here. Madam, please fix your armor, for God's sake. We are going to go and worship Hermaeus Mora. Of course we can't wait. Ooh, we can ask Silke to instruct us in the art of charm. Somebody said that maybe it would be pronounced the Latin way, and you know what? I like that more. Silke to instruct us in the art of charm, rather than just silk. It's a bit boring, isn't it? Okay, sure. What do we want to go for, then? Flatterer. Elrang is anything but a flatterer, but he is a patriarch, so I feel like this is still kind of appropriate here. May you watch over us at the next Grand Rite. When can we have a Grand Rite? I feel like we haven't done one for a while. We can hold a Mystic Communion, which we'll do immediately. Because why not? It's just like free experience, right? There you go. We gain 300 learning lifestyle experience, divine guidance for 5 years, and we grow closer to forming a friendship with Marlapane and Galada. Amazing. Very nice. Anything else we can do in here before we head out again? We could call a hunt. Not really much point. We could host a Grand Rite. Absolutely we can. Let's do it. Hoping to get some military perks. Because we've got a lot of intrigue, got a lot of diplomacy, a lot of learning from this. Can we even get... Oh, of course we're going to read from the Ancient Grimoire. Can we even get, in hindsight, martial perks? The old words are strange, yet they speak to me on an intrinsic level. Shall we experiment with herbs with Hadhul, now that the speech is over? Shall we ask Marinora... Oh, I love that they're still friends. That's so cool. Should we ask Marinora to instruct him in the art of charm? Of course we will. Always go for the knowledge. It's a ritual to Hermaeus Mora, after all. And very appropriately, she's given us friendly counsel. Each one of your friend relations gives you 2 random skill points up to the maximum of 5. Actually, this is a great excuse for Elrang to try and make some friends. I've arrived in the White Gold Tower to pay homage to you. Even though I feel like he's a bit of a petty, unlikable, vindictive, vengeful piece of shit, There are other vindictive, evil, vengeful pieces of shits out there. Oh, could he befriend his wife? My wife? Can we befriend her? No? Why not? That doesn't make any sense. Why don't we have a look at his realm and see if there are people like-minded, people that he would respect? What I'm going to do is just say people of our realm with the highest knowledge, and let's befriend the lot. Arpentajani of Nimok. 49 learning. How the hell have you managed that? Divine guidance, shy, forgiving, astute intellectual, scholar, mystic, theologian, learn on the job, scholarship focus, court mage, scholarly circles. Amazing. Elrang would love to befriend you. Maybe they have knowledge they can offer one another. We're going to lose the plot to, oh right, when I accidentally started the plot to sway that person. That's all right. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And he's back to his old self. Amazing news. Right, let's wait until we've maybe saved up 1,000 gold. I'm blessed to have such grateful servants. Thank you, Galada. Let's save up 1,000 gold, and then let's go for Bruma. I was hoping to surprise Arpentajani with a great feast. Tiyahane? How do you think that'll be pronounced? I don't know AYLEID pronunciation. Maybe we should look it up. A great feast in his honor, yet he has decided to withdraw his attendance in the last possible moment. Seems as though my surprise was, in fact, part of a plot to assassinate him. Oh, no. Should we apologize to him? Elrang would not apologize. He'd be like, let him think what he wants. If he's so fucking smart, maybe he can figure out the truth. Let him think what he wants. Game the dread. We've become obese because he ate a feast intended for many people by himself because it was called off. We asked to like 100 dread. Who wants to assassinate him? It must just be enemy realms. It must be enemy realms, right? Forget about bound weapon. Let's go for fortify intrigue. Let's just give ourselves the most fighting chance possible against the only thing that could possibly kill us, or one of the few things that can kill us here. No longer obese. Very good. High blood pressure. Do lichens have to worry about that? I couldn't tell you. Bon appetit, Malika. Thanks to the duck in the poison vial, Malika is finally dead. It seems that none of my agents are under suspicion, which means no one can trace the poison back to me. Must have been something she ate. And Elrang loses all the stress in the world because they were, in fact, rivals. Good. Give her a second chance. I didn't give him a second chance. If she had approached Elrang and said, hey, I'm sorry about what happened, can we stop being rivals? I'd have said, yes, absolutely. But it did not happen. Yes, I know I haven't fixed the God Hermaeus Mora thing, even though it's been up on my desktop. Every time I've glanced over at my notes and seen that, I've been like, I need to fix that. And then I've gone and edited a video, or whatever it is I do here. Another full moon. Deldare is going to instruct him in the art of scheming. We'll always go for whatever gives us knowledge, of course. Divine Retribution or Thriving in Chaos. Divine Retribution has never been a more appropriate set of words to describe Elrang. Very nice. Good, right? Now let's have a chat about Bruma. Bruma are at war. They are defending against, they're attacking Grandi Wailamud. Hello. Of Hel-Ra. Oh, that's cool. This random Yakudan guy's managed to grab part of the Reach? How bizarre. Okay. Or does that count as Yakuda? I guess that probably does count as Yakuda, right? Yes, it does. Because this is all... Sorry, it was me saying Yakuda like a moron. Sorry, Hammerfell. You knew what I meant. You knew what I meant, okay? Well, while she's distracted, again, I've got to test out only raising our... I've got to test out only raising our man-at-arms, because I think that could be really fun. So what I'm going to do then... also, don't forget we can summon all the bloody Daedra as well, and then we can raise all our special... Well, what if I want to raise all the special soldiers, right? And the man-at-arms? Well, the simple answer is, let's try and kill off all of these random crappy Daedra we've got. What I'll do, I'm still so tempted by it, we take Plunderer, and we do a load of raiding in the background. I think that could be quite good. Anyway, Bruma, let's have a chat here. By a chat, I mean I'm taking your kingdom. Right, let's do it then. Raise the man-at-arms. Elrang is in charge of... No, he's not. Who's this lady? Get out of here. Elrang. Is that an activity? Oh, shit. Is he at the feast? Yes, he's back. Why when I put him in charge of armies does he take off his damn armor? He's such a weird man. Whoa. So the army is, even though we've only got 4,300, does that add up? Oh, the others are there. Right. So this must be the one with all the heavy cavalry. I was going to say, we really can't have those together. I mean, we can, but the supply is not going to last very long. But honestly, I think that's for the best. Let's charge to Bruma. And this is going to be a lot of quick sieges because of the elephants. Because of the elephants, mainly. So why are we taking attrition crossing into there? Because I burned down a city? Oh, it's a separate county. After learning that Arpen Tajani would be attending the dance in the castle town of Warden, I decided it would be the perfect occasion to pass by to ensure I get some FaceTime with him. Face-to-face time with him. The ball was exquisite, and Arpen Tajani put on a fine show. Afterwards, I told him how impressed I was, and we got to talking. By the time I left, I felt as if we'd gotten to know each other a lifetime already. Very good. I like that. That's very good. As good as our friendship Elrang's ever going to get, anyway. Secret exposed, don't care. Right, so let's find another person. We've got to try and keep 5 friends going at once, right? He's already been in prison. Well, that's a bloody good sign. Oh. This is the lady that I gave Anvil to and then took Anvil away from. And she's got very good learning too, so you know what? Fine. Oh, but that's why she had Anvil, because of course we favor learning. It's all coming back to me. These sieges are lightning fast with just an army of mammoths. This is actually kind of silly. Go for Bruma. The siege of Castle Bruma. Hello. My courtier Cyclada has insisted on seeing me, even though she's made it known that I'd rather be alone. My implacable Aaron. It has now been a long while since you last showed yourself at court. We do our best to maintain appearances in your absence, but Cyril Court cannot function without the Iran in attendance. Fine. What have we got going on then? A feline hunter. I think I found the reason why some days are more rat-free than others. My vassal Lady Daldea happily declares as she moves aside to reveal a very displeased cat. Do you think it's just like Khajiit? It wriggles in an attempt to free itself from the scratched-up arms of the servant, meowing in a rather endearing fashion. And I dare say this one's a successful rat hunter. In fact, it was in the middle of a wrestling match with a fat one when we found it. What say you? Shall we adopt this cat? I'd love a feline companion. Is it a bit weird, a ruler having a house cat when Khajiit are like that? Is that like a human owning a chimp? Well, I mean, yes, we will take a pet cat. That's lovely. It gives him learning and intrigue. Anyway, at first I thought they were merely idiosyncrasies, but it's clear one of the many servants at court is furtively signaling me. I approach her with my guards at a quiet moment, and she whispers conspiratorially, Great Oran, my name is Parthicilia. We overhear much waiting on your guests. They hardly even notice our presence. I look at her doubtfully, wondering whether or not I really want to hear what she says next. She looks clearly unsure whether or not she's making a mistake. At last she swallows. My lord, Marlapan Hadhul, your insidious great-grandson is the one behind, Istramir Medan's murder behind the closed doors of your castle. Oh. Somebody was murdered. This person was murdered, and she thinks that Hadhul did it. Great-grandson vassal. Elrang doesn't really think much of him, but he likes Elrang. I need reliable women like you. What else have you heard? Ooh. Take this and report to me only. Ooh. That's cool. For 5 years, we gain servant informants, giving us intrigue, hostile scheme resistance, and our spy master is more likely to disrupt schemes while this modifier is present. Yes. I will take that one. The cat. Yes, we can name it. I'm going to name you Finaster. No, there's got to be a pun. Oh, God, there's got to be a pun here. Finaster. Sirabane, Xerxes, Magnus. Magnus. Oh, God. All right, give me a minute. I'm going to have to stop. Oh, my God, I forgot to unpause. I forgot to unpause when I named the cat. To cut a long story short, I named the cat because I couldn't think of anything. I was like, Pearl and a White Strike. Not only does that not make sense, but that's also it. I remembered afterwards, that's what we called Inigo in the Skyrim series. Because I gave him all the Crusader armor. So we called him Pearl and a White Strike. Then I was like, okay, I'm just going to have to bullshit this. And I named the cat Hermaeus Meowra, which was the best of a bad situation. The siege is still going in Bruma. We won a pretty sizable battle, a pretty enormous battle, actually, which gave us another 29% war score there. Then, the plot to... Sorry, what else happened? Oh, shit, this episode has been a total mess. It's the cat's fault. That's right, we were befriending Marlapena and Facilia. We succeeded, but we lost a modifier on her called At Your Throat. So she was clearly pissed off at us for whatever reason. Probably because I revoked her duchy. And she we lost that, so they're like friends, but not like friends. She's just not angry with him anymore. But yeah, no, we didn't. I suppose we didn't technically succeed. So I moved on to try and win someone else's over, and that's about as far as it went. Turns out having superior quality troops, the level 4 troops here, is really good. Turns out this is amazing, because now we don't have to worry about attrition, and we can kill anybody we want. Well, we have to worry about attrition when we wrongly move into an unsieged. There you go, into an unsieged province. As Hermaeus Miaura approaches me with yet another dead rat, I can do nothing but praise her. The castle has never been so free of rodents before. Keep up the good work. Does that give a health bonus? Health. Huge boost. Very good. Not that we have to worry about that, because we're a lich. I don't think liches have to worry about rats. Done. Look at that. We take... Oh! How many of you were screaming in the comment section when I declared that war? I realize now what I have done. I have taken her domain in the Kingdom of Cheydinhal, which, by the way, was the Temple of the Ancestor Moths. As in, I took a single county. Thousands of people just died for a single county. Thank you for joining me today. Come back tomorrow where we're going to take Bruma. Really superb work, isn't it? You can't argue with it.